Wow, have we got some really great news and maybe some not so great news for any veteran looking to use their eligibility and get VA financing on a loan. So let's just talk about the potential, what might seem a negative or a little bit of a pullback from where we've been. Last fall, 2019, the VA lowered the cash out amount that they would allow to an eligible veteran from being 100%, brought it back down to 90%. So if a veteran, what that means, if you owed $250,000 on a home and the home was worth $350,000, if the veteran qualified as far as his debt to income ratios and his credit and whatnot and was otherwise eligible for a VA loan, well, he could take out a loan for $350,000 and get $100,000 in cash out on that and tap 100% of the equity. So last fall, the VA lowered that down to 90% of whatever that appraised value is. Now, considering how much home values have been going up, that realistically is probably not a big change to somebody who's seen their home values like we have in the state of Utah going up, 6 to 10% a year for the last few years. So you're still going to be able to tap a large amount of the equity, and historically the VA had been at 90% loan to value for decades prior to that anyway. So they're just kind of resetting things back to where they were again, and coincidentally FHA also lowered the amount of their cash back from 85% down to 80%, and that was done last fall of 2019 as well. So that's the little bit of a contraction a little bit, but the expansion on the other side of that coin is some really great news for any veteran that is thinking about purchasing a home in the higher end, the higher price ranges. So historically, a VA loan would typically camp out at whatever the Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac loan limit was, or the high cost areas, it would allow a little bit more. Plus the veteran could throw in a little bit of a down payment to kind of up the ante a little bit and give them a little bit more entitlement or guarantee. Well, those caps have been pulled off completely. So if a veteran, again, with the credit and the debt to income ratios, otherwise qualifies for say like $1 million home, they can go and get that home with no money down, no mortgage insurance, a great interest rate, low closing costs, and compared to the comparable products out there and for jumbo loans, I mean, there is no comparison. So any veteran who's even considering that, I mean, this would be a time to sit there and think, well, if I want to get into an upper end home, well, you can do it now with very little equity and no money down at all. The other thing that the VA did is that they raised their funding fees just a little bit going into 2020, and then they also didn't make a differentiation between National Guard and reservists. So the funding fee now is the same. Anybody who's eligible for a VA loan, that funding fee is going to be the same for everybody. So for more details, give me a call. But this is really great news, though, for people who are looking to purchase. Well, these homes that are higher end now really weren't higher end 5 years ago. But if you're looking to make that move into that more expensive neighborhood and didn't think you had the down payment for it, well, guess what? You don't need it. So anyway, thanks for coming in to thecreditjungle.com. Push button, get mortgage professional. This is George Anderson, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.